Look, I ain't gonna lie to you. I would totally bid at least $6,000 on Ronda Rousey's used dildo.
Damn.
Just putting that out there. Anyway.
But then how would you pay it?
I wouldn't. I would just bid on it.
All right.
Then I get arrested and, beginning the story all over again. Speaking of beginning the story, we're beginning the story of Street Fighter, The Legend of Chun-Li.
It's never going to end.
You're going to watch it one day. I know you've seen it already, but, it's a thing we're going to do. It's got to happen, man.
Yeah. Right?
Because the problem is, I take you back on Nostalgia Road, and it's often stuff that I like at the very least. And chances are at least like 70 to 75% chance that you're going to like it as well.
Mm.
There's just still that kind of a buffer zone where you're like, it's going to stink. Or at the very worst,
Yeah.
So we got to go into Stink Town.
Boop.
And when we go into Stink Town, it's going to be with one of these babies. And by one of these, I mean this one specifically.
Fake Nick Cage.
We didn't do that today. At least I don't think so. You might be on Stink Town. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck's going to happen. Because when we first saw the movie we're going to talk about today, I like how this video started with Ronda Rousey's dildo. And we're just kind of say smoothly.
Oh, yeah, very smooth. We're known for great segues.
Yeah, we're the segue kings of, like the sewer or something. Literally riding segways in the sewer. It has nothing to do with actual segueing. Anyway, let's segue from that to this again.
Very expensive hobby.
Check this segue out. So, this movie we saw today. Yeah, we're not going to be talking about shitty-ass movies that lick. At least not in my opinion. But it's interesting because the first time we watched the movie we're going to talk about today, it's not that we hated it. At least I don't think you did. I didn't. It was just kind of like we were like, yeah, that was a movie we saw. The end.
Yeah,
we're not probably going to watch it ever again, but it was okay. And it mostly had to do with one element.
It was a film.
It was a film. What the hell's up with Brits and calling it film? There is one reason we couldn't hate the movie. Even if the movie would have been super shit, we wouldn't have hated it for this one reason. And it's because the movie it was remaking, that's why we're going to talk about a remake, was so insanely shitty, in our opinion.
Yeah.
That there was no way you could fail.
It's horrid.
Now, this movie that we're talking about, the original, is beloved by millions. Maybe not millions.
Owl fans out there.
Yeah, there's a lot of fucking Owl fans out there, apparently. And they love this fucking movie.
Owl Smith is one of them.
The original movie is Clash of the Titans. And I know what you're thinking. What are you talking about, Ahab? That's a classic. It is a classic. I'm not taking its classic status away from it. However, sometimes classics lick.
Yeah.
And this is one occasion. Look, I know people love this movie.
Yeah.
I know it. But here's the problem. It sucks!
It's pretty shit. I mean, back in the day, we saw it in preparation to see the remake.
Mm-hmm.
And we had just seen, like, Jason and the Argonauts. And I was like, my impression was...
It's going to be as cool as Jason and the Argonauts.
It's going to be as cool. And while I was seeing it, I was like, oh, well, this came before that, right? That explains why it's sucky. Nope, like 20 years later.
Not 20, but yeah.
But, whoop, stinky.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but I think we can both agree here, you and I. I know nobody's going to agree with us. Yeah. Even if they agree with us, they're going to say they don't agree with us.
A lot of people who haven't even seen the movie are going to be like, oh, this is wrong.
Yeah. Because that's the way it goes. You can't criticize a classic anymore. Or ever, I guess. Because then people call you a fucking dunce. Well, we're criticizing a classic fucking licks. Look, man.
Ow.
It's horribly paced.
Yeah.
The original Clash of Titans is horribly paced. It has nothing to do with my attention span. We've seen some long-winded movies. It has nothing to do with that. I have a massive attention span. It's just when your movie sucks, it sucks. And Clash of Titans is terribly paced. The only reason people hold this thing in high account is because Ray Harryhausen did the effects. And they're fun to look at.
But they're in there for like a second.
Yeah, and it's not going to save the movie. No. I'm sorry. It reeks.
Yeah.
The movie stinks. And the worst part about it are these two things that people bitched about when the remake came along.
Yeah.
One, the gods sequences.
You know,
Not all of them.
because chess playing was great in the original.
These things are just used as a cheap way to get exposition in play. And it's like, dude, we know what's happening. Nothing is happening. We don't need these fucking...
We don't need a recap of 20 hours of nothing while you play chess.
It's horrid sequences that are so long and unnecessary. I'm not saying take them all out. I'm saying, like, dude, that shit could have been trimmed down exponentially and it would have been a better movie. And then the second worst sin this movie commits, other than fucking Perseus being a total douche, wimp. Not even a douche, just a wimp. Yeah. Anyway, is that it has this stupid owl in it. Yeah, this mechanical owl thing.
Robot owl. It does like R2-D2 sounds for some reason.
Just one of the worst. For some reason, people fought tooth and nail about this when the remake came out. They didn't even give a shit about that it was a remake. They were like, "Where's my owl?"
Yeah, I want that owl spinoff.
The fuck, man. Why? Why are you fighting for the owl? Anyway, what we're saying is that when we watched the remake, it could have been literal feces on the screen. Shots, close-up shots of buttholes releasing caca onto the screen, and it would have been better than that owl.
Paul Bunyan's Dukes.
Shit, man. I hate that owl. The original, I'm sorry. It's a terrible movie.
Piece of shit. Original, 1 out of 10.
Yeah, 1 out of 10, even
0.5 out of 10. Just because of the cool effects.
Yeah. Not even that, dude. I couldn't even enjoy the Harryhausen effects.
Well, I can enjoy them if I'm not seeing the movie.
Yeah, just by themselves, fine. It's just a horrid movie. But anyway, whatever. And it didn't have, anything cool. Like just in the Argonauts had not only the cool effects, but it was an exciting story. It was fun. It had Hercules. Yeah, Hercules alone, even though he's just there for a little while, and then he just says, "Yeah, I'm off to do my own thing, mainly fuck." That was cool.
Yeah, he's pretty rad.
Clash had nothing but a jerk ass in a fucking skirt and a stupid owl and chess sequences
for hours.
Anyway, what we're saying is there was a remake, and it came from the man, the master that brought us the shittiest of the Transporter movies.
Cool.
And of course, the most forgotten of the Marvel movies, The Incredible Hulk, which I actually liked, by the way.
Yeah.
Louis Leterrier, man. He was
the
kind
Latmeister, they call him.
Latorama.
Yeah.
He was kind of a little thing for a while. They were giving him these big budget affairs, and then Incredible Hulk happened and it kind of faded away. But anyway, this was one of them. And let's talk about this, man. First of all, the plot, it's a fantasy movie. It's a quest movie. It's based on Greek mythology. So we should be kind of at least familiar with some of the beats. But generally speaking, mankind has kind of not rebelled against the gods, I guess, has decided to strike off on their own. And the gods are not pleased. Enter Hades, who is sent by Zeus to strike fear into the hearts of men so that they may pray to the gods, so that they may maintain their position. And then we're introduced to our hero Perseus, who is kind of handed off this burden to save the world, even though he's just, in his opinion, just a man. Of course he is not. Let's talk about this little flick. It's interesting to note that Sam Worthington was also a thing around this time.
Yeah, this movie has several things.
Yeah. He was like being pushed to the moon and back about being the next big star, as we know now, that did not hit. I gotta say, though, this is my first official opinion about this movie. This is my favorite movie with him in it.
Was he worth?
Yeah, he was Worthington, or I should say this is my favorite character he's portrayed. Let me say it that way. Because the other ones, it's not that they're bad. It's just like, who cares to me, personally. So, just putting that out there. What's your first impression of this movie now that you've rewatched it this time? Now, the reason we rewatched it is because I rewatched it on a lark, mainly because I wanted to see part 2. Again, it's a movie I saw a lot in prison. So I was like, I'm going to revisit that. But I want to see part 1 again. Give it another shot, see what happens. And I was like, what the fuck? This is pretty fucking cool, man. Was I like tripping that day or what? Or did the owl thing hurt everything for me? I don't know, but whatever the point is, I enjoyed it a hell lot more second time around, and so forth. But so I showed it to you. What'd you think, man?
Yeah, I don't know why we were so hard on it.
Maybe it was a glut of this type of movie at the time.
That was also a thing.
That was a thing
that was going on, and we saw it theatrically, and everything looked cheap and shitty for some reason. I remember that. I don't know. Maybe this is just another in my theory that I enjoy movies less in the theater. But that's for me. I don't know why you would be so hard on it. But we were both kind of just like, it's kind of a stinker. Yeah. Well, not even a stinker.
No,
like,
we're just a movie. Indifference.
Yeah.
I do remember the only thing I thought was a stinker was I found the Kraken ending anticlimactic, and I found the effects for Medusa shitty as fuck. I'm not saying they're stellar. The effects they're the worst effects in the whole movie. Yeah. The Medusa effects. But you know what? With the exception of when she her face morphs, it works. But anyway, we'll get to that. Yeah, I totally hump it. Don't get me wrong.
Anyway, I liked it. That's what I was trying to get to.
Dude, I can't. Yeah, like you, I can't fathom why the hell we were so fucking harsh on this movie. I'm telling you, when I saw it again, I was like, dude, I fucking am loving the shit. I thought I was fucking tripping ball sacks. Not even balls. Ball sacks.
It's kind of interesting because, oh man, that would be a very slippery substance to step on, imagine.
It's perilous.
I got completely just off railed with a sack. I think maybe, I don't know. I'll say when we saw it this time around, it felt more like Jason and the Argonauts than Clash of the Titans.
Yeah, big time,
because Jason and the Argonauts has this kind of feeling of adventure, and then all the people are cool in it.
Yeah, even if they're small characters, they're just you care about them. You give a shit about them. So yeah, man, I think, I don't know, man. There must have been something wrong with us. Maybe the crowd we saw with, I don't know what the fuck. Maybe just watching the original before it and hating it so much made us super harsh.
Well, you would think that would make us go, damn, this shit's cool.
Maybe it's just that bad, the original, that we're like, fuck everything involved with it.
Our will to exist.
But yeah, man, yeah, super cool. But let's talk about the stuff we like, the stuff we don't like. Let's start off with the pros, man. I gotta say, I'm gonna start shallow here. The creature effects in this are pretty cool, man. There's some distinctive designs that are very much give it a flavor of its own. You know what I'm saying? And this carries on to the sequel as well. There's just a distinctive look to the creatures that says they belong to this series and nowhere else. Pretty cool effects, man. And I love that they use this is how it should be done. They use a combination of digital with physical effects.
Yeah.
Throughout. And even when they use digital backdrops, they made them look like matte paintings rather than going hyper realistic or something like that, or hyper fake. They just made them look like old school matte paintings with kind of a digital gloss to them. I just really appreciated that. It looked really cool, and you know, with the exception of an effect here or there that we just have to attribute to the time, they all pretty much work, you know. So that's a plus. Give me one of your pros, man.
Well, you mentioned the creature effects, and I think it goes hand in hand. Just the special effects in general. The CG surprisingly aged pretty well.
Yeah.
I remember this looking like ass, but it actually looks decent, really good, considering, you know, it's at least 10 years at this point.
I don't know. It's pretty old.
Yeah. It looks better in some movies nowadays. It looks better in that Hulk floating on the freaking Hulk Buster at the end of Avengers. So that's kind of weird.
Another pro for me is the cast of characters they surrounded Perseus with.
Yeah.
I remember from Mads Mikkelsen to what's her face that played Io. I forgot her name, man. She's super hot though. Hashtag. I'm trying to find her name, by the way. Gemma Arterton is her name. Gemma Arterton. Just the cast of characters.
Can't forget our boy. The one thing that we loved in the original movie, or when we first saw it.
A fucking owl?
The Jinn.
Oh, okay.
No, not the owl. Freaking owl can suck my asshole shut. I don't know what that means.
It's mechanical, so I guess it lasered you. I don't know.
God.
Let's not think about that. But yeah, man, the Jinn character, which is completely new to a new addition to the story. All just super cool characters that you give a shit about, no matter how small a role they may have.
Yeah.
They do have some red shirt fodder in there.
Yeah.
But they're quick to go, and there's this core group of characters surrounding Perseus that are just lovable, likable. Most notable to me this go round, or the second time I saw it, was Mads Mikkelsen's character.
Yeah, looking like The Rock.
Yeah, he did look like a rock quite a bit.
Kind of weird, on it?
There was just something super awesome about his story arc. You know what
I
I'm
remember
saying?
this was also a thing we kind of were disappointed in the. I don't know if there's a lot of stuff, but
That has changed.
That was one of those things where it's like people just die, and we were like super disappointed, and specifically with the Jinn, we're like, oh, he just died. But I mean, it kind of builds up to that.
Yeah.
And everybody ends up.
Yeah, they all have their own little story arcs or character arcs, I should say. And when they die at a reasonable time. I don't know what the hell was wrong with us when we were watching this. Give me another one of your pros, man.
I think what's his face? Shit, I forgot his name. Hades. He was pretty cool.
Oh, Rafe Fiennes?
Yeah, he needed some lotion for his forehead, but he was pretty cool. I like him.
I always want to know where the hell he calls him. Well, I'm sure it's like a European thing. I don't even know where he's from specifically, but dude, your name's spelled Ralph. I realize Ralph sucks.
Yeah, it's not good.
But at least spell it different so it's like Rafe. Come on, man. Anyway, yeah, his portrayal of Hades was pretty awesome. And Liam Neeson as Zeus, awesome. A lot of people bitched about the God element being significantly reduced in this movie.
I mean, it's not boring.
Yeah,
like the original. So
I'll take this over cutting to these useless diatribes.
Yeah, I'll say this
in the original.
I prefer. I'll throw another pro so that I can make this comparison. There's a lot of like action set pieces. Which is good because they kind of replace the boring shit that was in the original. So I would much rather have this epic freaking scorpion battle instead of a freaking guy sitting in a shitty set playing chess for 85 years while a freaking tecolote in the background goes and you want to murder it because it freaking legs, and then you get 1 second of a cool effect at the end.
Yeah, man. Such a good replacement.
I mean, I'd rather have cool ass action set pieces, and that's my pro.
Yeah, and there are plenty of those. But let's get back to this thing.
Tecolote?
The tecolote. Yeah, man. The way they did the God thing, there is an alternative version of this movie if you're really interested. And basically, you can watch it by seeing the deleted scenes. Because they took out the God stuff that they had already filmed and just kind of reduced and or replaced it with other things. And in that version, Zeus was more of an antagonistic character than he was, and Apollo was involved in stuff. And I watched them and put them in the context of the movie, and I was like, yeah, that's not a better movie. You know what I'm saying? Would it be interesting to watch all put together? Sure. But I don't think it would be a better movie. I think what is there is plenty for the story this is telling. Part 2 gives you tons of God shit.
Yeah.
And for that story, it works for that. For this story, what we get works, I think, in my opinion. And of course, always replace it with, replace boring ass shit with cool ass action sequences. We're fine.
Cut down the stinkers.
So let's talk about that action, man. Lots of action set pieces, epic in scale, monster battles galore. And what's your favorite one of all of them in the first one there?
Ooh, I think maybe the Scorpion. That was cool. And you get the ending with the freaking Jinn, which are cool.
Yeah,
my boys. And then you get to see them be all sad when they're being ridden on.
I think my favorite, oddly enough, is the Medusa sequence. It's really tense, and there's a lot of stuff going on, and some big characters leave during this sequence, and my two favorite characters make the spoiler, they die. I mean, if you haven't seen this movie by now, what the fuck? So that particular sequence, it was just well done, period, despite the kind of okay Medusa effect. Again, just when she morphs, the flip.
Yeah.
But anyway, tons of great action sequences, all very exciting, all very well shot, which stuns me considering that, again, Louis Leterrier did this awful Transporter movie. But, he shows quite a proficiency for action in this particular flick. So, thumbs up to that. I gotta throw another big pro at the cinematography, which gives it a particular look that is very distinctive in its own. It looks like a fantasy film, but it doesn't look like a fantasy film of the ilk of Lord of the Rings. It looks like something otherworldly, so that's pretty awesome. And I think you'll agree with me here. The score is pretty awesome as well. Very, very suitable to the material. Any pros?
Has a cute ass Kraken.
Look, yeah, I don't want to say that the Kraken is this big, menacing, omnipresent, looming sort of Damocles in this movie. And when he finally arrives, our reaction in unison was, oh.
His little face.
He's pretty cute.
Yeah.
I'd pet him.
I'd
You know what I'm saying? He's a pretty menacing guy, but I'd pet him.
His legs are kind of gross.
Yeah, his legs are disgusting. It's kind of like, I don't know, like when you have a dog and you're petting it and then it gets on its back so you can pet its stomach, but it has that big red rocket sticking out. You're like, damn, dude, I want to pet your stomach, a little dingling sticking out.
Face is cute, though.
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
Yeah.
Only, it'll kill you.
Yeah, pretty much.
Elements that I enjoyed in this movie are also a pro, by the way, are new stuff that was added. The djinn, the role of this zealot that's kind of leading a movement in the city.
I got another pro, and I think it adds to that.
Go ahead.
It's got some good crones. Got some good hags.
Hags. Whenever there's a good hag, that's a pro. Yeah. That's a given. It has 3 hags, the fates. We're going to give it a big pro on the hags. Good. And the design for them was pretty awesome,
They're pretty rad. They kind of look like something out of The Witcher or something.
Mm-hmm. Hag-like in presence.
Yeah.
Just wanted to say hag-like.
Got a little eye. Hag eye, I call it.
The old hag eye.
Yeah.
It was no Baba Yaga, but when you don't get the yog, you can get three hags for 1 yog is a good trade.
Maybe this was like the three yog version of Baba Yaga.
Triple yog.
Yeah.
Anyway, you got any other pros you want to squirt out before we go on to the cons?
I think we hit them all.
All right, let's go on to the cons, man. This is not a perfect movie by any means, but it is an incredibly fun one that allows you to look over its imperfections, I think, for the most part. I do feel that a scene or two at least more with the gods that's pertinent to the plot. Not some fucking bullshit talking. Don't get me wrong. We love dialogue when it's relevant. That's what I'm saying. If it was relevant dialogue, not some bullshit.
Just recap
garbage, playing chess in fucking space. That's right. I know Mount Olympus, but you know what I mean.
It's space.
A couple more scenes with the gods would have been pretty cool, man.
Yeah, I think some of Zeus's stuff could have been ironed out a little better to make more sense.
Yes, and now let me indulge a bit in that, and you're kind of aware of this to some extent or not, because I told you some of it, but let's enlighten this situation a bit. Originally, Zeus was a complete dick in this movie, and they altered that. They altered him to be more of a character that has some faith in humanity, but it has been driven away by their lack of faith in him. But they kind of tweaked that in the movie to be him kind of enjoying or wanting to invite the presence of Perseus into the pantheon just by default of him being his son, and kind of helping him along the way. Either because he's his son or because that soft spot he has for humanity is still there, lingering there. However, because they had still pieces of the original story.
Specifically in the beginning where he's like, yo.
Yeah, he's an angry guy.
Yeah, it kind of doesn't make a lot of sense.
Yeah. So it feels kind of incongruous at times. It ultimately kind of makes sense, but it's kind of like the audience has to fill in those gaps. Yeah. So that's why I say a scene or two, and you're right, it contributes to that. A scene or two added to what they altered it with would have really clarified his position on that. Yeah. It's implied more than said, and don't get me wrong, we don't want it hammered over our head, but you could tell that they retooled that particular thing.
Yeah, because he goes from being like, y'all, you gotta, kill them and shit, to being like, hey, they're pretty cool guys, right?
Yeah. So I agree with that completely. I also feel that maybe 1 or 2 scenes as well with the people of Argos, specifically Andromeda, and that also they also cut a few of those scenes. Would have been good with a zealot, even, you know.
Yeah.
There's a few more to flesh that out a little bit, but I understand that they wanted to focus on this big journey, this big quest in the middle, and it doesn't really harm the movie, but I do feel it would have benefited it quite a bit, you know. And of course, as before I pointed out, there's a few effects in there that, you know, they're not 100% fucking fantastic.
I was not a huge fan. It was okay, but I was not. There was a cheapness to it. For the effects in Olympus, where everything's shiny. There was a couple weird additions of like shiny moments and stuff. I could have done without that, but at the same time, I get why they did it.
Yeah,
it had. I mean, the original had that weird, super bright look, so this is probably a better way to do it.
Yeah,
but there was kind of like a cheap. Some of the cheapness in the sets and all that stuff kind of showed because of how bright it was, you know. So that's like a nitpick, I guess.
That being
especially because everything else looks good. So
that being said, a fart cloud looks better than the original one.
True.
So there's always that to consider.
Freaking Paul Bunyan's Duke mound looks better than that shit. A literal rotting was it bull? Owl would be better than that shit owl.
Speaking of which, the owl does make an appearance in this movie.
It does.
And the mere fact that it's in the movie, it's a con.
It's a con.
Because that owl sucks. However,
but also pro.
It's also a pro because he's there at his own expense as a joke.
Yeah.
And I love, even when we watched this the first time, we
weird.
loved this. We even like high-fived in the theater. That's right, like losers, we high-fived.
Straight up 69ing.
Yeah, when it's like vicious 69.
Yeah.
Because we were like, yes, they threw the middle finger at that stank owl.
Literally threw it on the floor. And they didn't, by the way. That's what I remembered. I remember them go...
Might as well, though.
Unfortunately,
really.
They didn't, but yeah.
Man, yeah, that owl just gets it up the ass, and I'm 100% behind that. However, it is still there, and I hate that happens. Yeah. But it's one of those catch-22s. I love that they reamed him, but the cost comes that he has to be in front of my eyeballs.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't have that many cons besides that, man. It's a real fun time. You know, you got any more cons?
No. I mean, I'm pretty sure you could go over this and like criticize every little scene, like those dickhead channels like Nostalgia Critic that just don't enjoy anything.
Yeah.
At this point.
And we're some cynical bastards, but come on, man.
But
there's a way to enjoy this type of movie.
If you take it for what it is, obviously it's not meant to be like freaking a King's Speech or some shit. I don't know why I thought of that, by the way. It's a weird movie to think of. But anyway,
it's a good contrast.
Yeah. It's not supposed to be that, so if you take it like that, like as how it's supposed to be, it's pretty damn fun.
Yeah. A hoot and a holler, as they say.
Hashtag Nostalgia Critic can suck my dick because he sucked my crap.
Yeah, dude.
Hate him.
I've always hated Nostalgia Critic. I didn't need a fucking controversy.
Yeah.
I don't care about a controversy.
I think we were kind of
I'm a controversy.
We were kind of like the pioneers on hating him.
Hell yeah, we were. Fuck that. Never funny. Not that we're claiming that we're a fucking, good old time.
There's a difference between a review and just showing the whole movie.
That's what I hate, man.
Yeah.
And some channels I forgive it.
Yeah, because they have something funny to say.
Yeah, or relevant.
Yeah.
Or informative. But when Nostalgia Critic is like, dude, your jokes are just fucking ripoffs of fucking shit that you can't do.
Yeah.
And then you go in and make a movie yourself and it fucking sucks in comparison to anything you've ever criticized. Get the fuck out of my face, you jackass.
Yeah.
Ah, man, I hate that. Anyway, why are we even
I don't know.
Anyway,
0 out of 10 Nostalgia Critic.
Yeah. Now, we all knew that Nostalgia Critic licks. But let's talk about this movie. Give me your final rating. Final thoughts if you got any. Rating on a scale of 1 to 10. Again, in relevance to this type of picture. We're not comparing it to what? A King's Speech. Yeah. The King's Speech.
It's pretty good. I like it. It's obviously not perfect, but it's really fun. I kind of regret not buying it now. I was expecting it to be a stinker because I remember it being a stinker. So the fact that I was kind of like, what, it's pretty cool. Should say something. It's kind of like it's getting close to being a God of War movie, which I think is realized in the second one. So that's pretty rad. If you like Kratos, you probably like this.
Creighton, good time.
I'll give it, I'll give it like an 8. It's pretty fun.
Yeah.
Out of 10. Obviously not compared to a King's Speech, in which case it would be a 10 out of 10. Because screw a King's Speech, stuttering ass king.
Hating.
That was his thing, right? He was stuttering or something.
Something like that.
Yeah, I don't care.
You know, he had a speech to say or something. Yeah. It's become very evident we haven't seen the King's Speech. Nope. But anyway, yeah, man, the fun is the name of the game here. You know, and as far as that goes, this movie really actually does deliver quite a bit of it. It's got awesome action sequences, effects that hold up pretty damn well.
It's not nostalgic.
It's got a great pace, unlike that turd original. And it sticks a fucking 10-inch Ronda Rousey, see, brought that back around.
Oh, shit.
Dildo up the owl's ass. Big approval point there.
I like how we have more consistency than Nostalgia Critic.
I won't go that far, but at least we don't suck. I mean, we suck, but we don't suck that bad. Yeah. Let's put it that way. But anyway, yeah, man, I had fun. I had a blast with this movie, man. And like you, I couldn't believe it. I was like, what? What's going on? But see, that's why I like to revisit stuff sometimes, because sometimes we're horribly wrong about stuff. Or maybe our tastes change, or whatever the fuck. The point is, I'll give it an 8 out of 10 too, man. You know, it kind of feels weird saying that, but it is a fun fucking time. So there you go.
Yeah.
Go figure. Check this movie out if you haven't, or if you have and you were like, stinks, check it out again, man. Maybe you fucking change your opinion. Maybe you don't and you hate us then, but whatever. Still better than Nostalgia Critic.
Still hashtag screw that owl. Hashtag still better than Nostalgia Critic.
Hashtag boo that owl though. Yeah. Anyway, tell us what you think about this flick. Hit like, share, subscribe, those notification buttons. Because we're up.